Out of here. All right, shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off first and foremost by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, B'Chakodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace, love, salutations to those that are doing this work in truth and sincerity. This is your brother Nathan Yall from the GMS Camp Atlanta, coming back at you through the spirit with a quick lesson. In this lesson, these dudes are still trying to perpetuate the hoax of them actually being the people of the Lord. So, look, we know, all right? First and foremost, let me go to the book of Exodus, all right? So we can establish that the Lord said that he was going to have war with Amalek from generation to generation. This is Exodus 17 and 16. And it says, "For he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation." Okay? So you in the land, and the scriptures clearly say that one, the Lord gonna have war with you, and two, when the true Israelites return to the land, it's gonna be there's not gonna be any war anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this this little clip, and this damn devil is talking about how Amalek is not gonna you Amalek, y'all are Amalek, y'all know y'all Amalek, and you still trying to perpetuate the lie like you not. Okay, so let me go ahead and play this.
אנחנו קראנו בפרשת השבוע, זכור את אשר עשה לך עמלק. אנחנו זוכרים ואנחנו פועלים.
And if this regime of terror has nuclear weapons, they will threaten all of humanity. Therefore, we went out to push away this danger too, first of all from ourselves, from us. But we are acting here together with the United States in the name of and for the sake of all humanity. I draw immense strength from the resilience of our citizens, from the heroism of our soldiers and commanders. We read in this week's Torah portion, remember what Amalek did to you. We remember, and we act.
אנחנו קראנו בפרשת...
And you hear this damn devil? You Amalek. What do you mean, remember what Amalek done? Y'all are following the prophecies of the least of the flock shall draw them out. On cue. You know? These damn devils, man. I'm going to go to the book of Malachi because this is showing you exactly what these devils, you know what I'm saying, that the Lord that the Lord has that this is how you identify them as the wicked, and they are not the people of the scriptures. Well, not the chosen people of the Lord. They chosen, all right. They chosen for wrath of destruction, but they're not chosen to be the rulers of the earth. Okay, as the scriptures say. This is Malachi 1:1. It says, "The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, where hast thou loved us? Was not Jacob's Esau's brother, saith the Lord, yet I have loved Jacob." Because you have to understand, the Lord allowed Jake to go through this wickedness so in the kingdom we can understand the difference. Now we can truly say that we're God's because we've experienced both sides. We've experienced the good and we've experienced the evil. And we know that we don't want the evil no more. Okay? That's the love that the Lord is showing us. All right? He's showing us that, hey, I love you guys. I'm going to allow you to experience this so you can know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, when I told you not to eat of the tree of good and evil, right? When I told you to eat not to eat of that forbidden tree, right? I was telling you this because I didn't want all this to happen. But you have to experience this because all of this is the Lord's plan, you know, for us to experience so we can experience both sides. This is a thing of balance, okay? In order for us to experience the everlasting goodness, we had to experience the wicked side of it, the wickedness and the destruction and the death side of it, okay? That's why in the kingdom, we're going to understand. All right, so I'm going to read that again. This is Malachi 1:2. It says, I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein thou hast loved us. Because, again, Jake think because we catching hell, oh, the Lord don't love us. Yes, this showing you that he love us. All right, because he's allowing us to go through this, not for our destruction, but we move him to wrath and to teach us, hey, you know what? This is what sin gets you. This is what wickedness to get you. You ain't gonna do this no more, are you? Even though the laws are gonna be written into our inward parts, but we're gonna experience both sides. Was not Esau's Jacob's brother, said the Lord? And I hated Esau and laid his mountain and his heritage waits for the dragons of the wilderness. Okay? The Lord is allowing this devil to do the things that he do for his ultimate destruction. All right, it says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord, power of hosts, they shall build. I'm gonna let them build. I'm gonna let them build this stuff up. But I will throw down. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the Lord throwing down this man's kingdom, starting with the head tribe, Amalek. Because Amalek is the Edomites. He was the first of the nations, man. And this is why America and Israel are so ingrained together, because they're both Edomites. Even though there's a division in between some of them, they're still Edomites. And it says, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. Forever. So you sitting up there talking about, remember what they done to Amalek, bro? Y'all are Amalek. You are the Amalekites. What are you talking about? Okay? I'm gonna listen to this devil nonsense, man. Y'all are Amalek. All right? So let me go to Isaiah the second chapter. Because when the people of Israel, when the children of Israel go back to their homeland, it ain't gonna be no war. And it says, and it shall come to pass in the last days, that's happening now, that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the tops of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all the nations shall flow onto it. This ain't happening. The Lord is establishing his order right now through the men of the Lord that are on the highways and the byways preaching his truth. Okay? And it says, and it shall come to pass that in the last days, it didn't say the days before the last days or in the middle or toward the end. It said the last days, that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the tops of the mountains and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow onto it. They flowing away from you, not right now, man. Okay? They're not flowing to Amalek, they flowing away from Amalek. Okay? That's what's happening right now. The other nations are flowing away from Amalek. They're not flowing to Amalek, they're flowing away from Amalek. All right? Verse 3, and it says, and many people shall go and say, come, let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of Yahweh, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem. This ain't happening with y'all, man. Y'all cannot be the people. This ain't happening. This ain't happening. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more. This is not happening with y'all. Actually, the opposite is happening right now. Okay? The act the opposite of this is happening right now. Okay, I'm gonna read verse 4 again. It says, and he shall judge among the nations, starting with Yahweh Shai and King David and the 144,000, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. They're gonna go back to just farming. Okay? Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more. How can y'all be the people when none of this is happening? You know, y'all are some damn liars, man. Liars. This is what y'all doing. Joel. 1 second. Yeah, all right. This is Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Is this not happening with these men in power? Is this not what's happening right now? It says, assemble yourselves and come ye. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause, Salakia. Um, I meant to read verse 10. I skipped over verse 10, which was the point. Verse 10, it says, I'm starting verse 9 again. So proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say that I'm strong. All these other nations are mustering up weapons to blow y'all out of existence. What are you talking about? Remember Amalek. Y'all are Amalek. How you gonna forget who you is? You said you've always remember. You know who you is, man. All right. The world know who you are. You could stop. You could just put down the facade now. It says, "Let the heathen be awakened, and let them come up to the valley." I'm Slaki. Verse 11 says, "Assemble yourselves and come down, all you heathen, gathering yourselves together round about thither. Cause the mighty ones to come down, O Lord." That's what's happening right now? All the nations are coming down, preparing for war. It says, "Let the heathen be wakened, and let them come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat, mountain of troops, for there I will sit to judge the heathen round about." That's what's happening right now, man. Okay? You guys are not the people. All right? So you need to go ahead and stop with that. Oh, Amalek. Well, you know what? Keep on lying, because guess what? The Lord gonna throw you down anyway. This is we're in the process of that right now. So with that, I pray this edifying lesson. I'm ended off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakar Kadash, and Shalom.